I've had requests for discussions on lump sums, most notably multiple lump sum payments in different years. So what I just want to do is I've just prepared a small little summary set for you, just discussing this. And I've also prepared an example to go through this. So let's just go through some of the theory first. So first and foremost, what happens is there've been a number of rules for lump sums, and there were old rules that were replaced by new rules. Okay, and you need to actually just understand and remember what is not going to be put into these calculations. Now, the multiple lump sum payments all get aggregated together in a single calculation, but it only started after a certain period of time. So this is where the old rules came into play. So the old rules, if there was withdrawal, we only look for withdrawals that are after 1 March 2009. If there's retirement of someone, we only look at retirement payouts after 1 October 2007. And with severance pay, we only look at retrenchment after 1 March 2011. Okay, so anything that happens before these dates are part of the old rules, and we don't take it into account in this calc. How do the new rules work? It says here lump sums are taxed on a cumulative basis. So we add all of them together. So if there was one of these in 2012 and another one of these in 2014 and another one of these in 2017, we need to, and now there's a new one this year in 2025, we're going to just add all of these together. Okay, so we're going to need to add up everything after this date. So as you can see, with withdrawals after that date, with retirement lump sums after that date, and with severance payments after that date. And how do we calculate the answer? It says step 1, add up all lump sums taxed as per table 2 or 3 of the current and previous years of assessment, less deductions allowed. Once you've added everything together, we calculate tax per tables on the cumulative amount. And then we deduct hypothetical tax on lump sums. So it's not what the tax that we paid way back then. We work out on the amounts that we've retired on before, what the hypothetical tax, what the tax would have been had we retired this year on the amounts. Okay, I'm going to do an example with you just to show you how it works. It says Mr. C withdrew from a retirement fund in 2004 and received a lump sum of 400,000. He paid tax of 110,000 on that lump sum. This, okay, we need to look. It's a retirement annuity fund in 2004, and he withdrew from it in that year. Retirement annuity fund 2004. The new sections only apply if it's after 1 October 2007. So will we include that into our calc? Absolutely not. So the amount for that is 0. It says Mr. C retired from a pension fund in 2013 and was taxed on a net lump sum of 1.6 million after transferring 600,000 of the 2.2 million lump sum to a preservation fund. So he was given 2.2 million. You're allowed to take off whatever went into a preservation fund, and we take it off. This thing, he paid tax of 298, is irrelevant. Remember, we're doing hypothetical tax. And again, it's a pension fund, 2013. We just looked up, okay, for pension funds, as long as it's after 2007, it is included in the calculation. It says this year, his retirement fund paid out 939,500, and the preservation fund that he transferred 600,000 to many years ago paid out 1.1 million. So he got another 939,500 and 1.1 million from the preservation fund. It says at this time, 13,000 more of the deductions have not been allowed as an 11F. So what you're allowed to do is you're allowed to take the 13,000 Rand off the amounts that are due and payable. So looking at a solution, it says lump sum from 2004, not included. 1.6 million, taxed in previous years, we'll put it in. The two amounts you've got in this year, less contributions not deducted, gives you an amount of 3,626,500. Which are the amounts that were from previous years? That amount. So what are we going to do? We are going to look for a retirement benefit table. He is retiring. So this is what a retirement table looks like if you retire. What are we going to do? We're going to go look at the question. Inside the question, your taxable income is 3,626,500. For lump sums, 3,626,500. So what are we going to do? We're going to go to the actual tax table itself. 3,626,500. How much tax is there going to be? 3,626,500 minus 1,155,000 equals that. Times by, it's 36%. Plus the 143,550. As you can see, the 103,290 that we calculated on the calculator is the tax per the tables. So that's on the cumulative amount on all of the lump sums itself. What do we get to take off? Hypothetical tax on the 1.6 million that we've already paid tax on. So let's just go back to that page and let's look at the hypothetical tax. So if there was 1.6 million rands worth of tax, hypothetically, how much tax would we pay on that today? 1,155,000. 445 times by 0.36 plus 143,550 over there. So it'd be total tax of 303,750. There's the 303,750 so that you can check. And how much tax would we pay on lump sums today? 729,540. So just to go over how we would answer this, guys, this is how we calculate it. Add up all the lump sums as per table 2 or 3 for the current and previous years of assessment, less deductions allowed. That's what we did. Calculate the tax per the tables on the cumulative amount. Deduct the hypothetical tax on lump sums taxed in previous years. And you'll be able to get the amount of tax you're going to pay on a lump sum today. So that's there. It makes no difference if in the previous year you withdrew and now you retire. This is how the calculation works, and it'll work on the table that you've got. Okay, so that's how it's going to work.